Hey Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Welcome to Martensville, draw 5 of the Saskatchewan Mixed Provincials. Today we got Tokarz taking on Shutra here in Martensville on sheet 3. Yesterday these two teams lined up and played draw 1 against each other, with Shutra taking the win quite easily. Tokarz looking to bounce back with a good game after they had a good comeback game yesterday. Here's second Aaron Verbeen, who has played with Tokarz throughout his junior career and is now Travis's brother-in-law. Makes the hit and the roll. And a nice shot. Tokarz sitting 3. Shutra second. Here's Trevor Walden, looking to play the nice controlled weight hit here. Now they come into knife, trying to get this one to curl. Want to get as close to nose as possible. Make contact, and will it push it out? Yes, it will. Yellow now sitting 1. Tokarz will be calling the hit back. Here's Travis's sister, Brooke Verbeen. Who is married to the second, Aaron. And he makes a hit and stick. Tokarz back to lying 3. Shutra's third is Joe Shoemake. See if she can make the hit and roll underneath that center guard. Just cleaning it the whole way, gets the roll. Looks pretty good. Does peek open, maybe half rocked on the other side. It's going to be a difficult hit for Brooke here. She's got to avoid those 2 reds at the back. It is possible. Just requires a little more precision than just a casual nose hit. Brooke's second rock at the first end. Aaron takes this one. Got to get it by the top one first. Aaron Verbeen with a good sweep. Now you got to avoid the jam on the back. And they do jam it and roll to the button. Good sweep by Aaron there. That was 1 inch less curl, and I think you avoid the jam on that. But then again here, Jill has to be careful to not jam this back in return. He's probably got 7/8 of this rock from the hack, but here comes probably a hack weight type hit. Holden working on this one, on and off, on and off. Now he's got his head down. Makes the hit, avoids the jam on the yellow, hits the red. Leaves yellow sitting 1. And yellow is first and third, and red is second shot. Now if Travis can hit this right on the nose and stay underneath cover, even if he bumps it only 2 rocks worth, that's a pretty good shot. Doesn't have to remove this if he sits a shooter perfectly. But you could go nose and remove that back yellow as well. We'll leave yellow sitting second shot after this if that's the case. Aaron now jumping on to make it curl. Got that knife action. He's got to really move this one over. Is he going to catch a piece of it? He does catch a piece of it. Oh! But that did not end up what he wanted at all. Just barely ticks it, and now yellow's sitting 2. Those are one of those shots where if you knew it might not come up, you maybe want to sweep that by so you can catch the back one. But sometimes when you're in the middle of either call, it's easier said than done to say that now that that's what should have happened. Here's Aaron Shutra's first rock of the first end. Looking just to bite the forefoot here on the draw. Under the guard. Holden jumps over to try and get it to curl. Weight looks pretty good. And it was half in the forefoot. Nice weight there by Shutra. Tokarz might have that outturn back 8 chip and roll. Back 8 at the most. You want to keep that angle lined up in line with that top 4 yellow so that if Travis makes this, he doesn't bounce off the back one too far, so Shutra doesn't have that short run back. If they curled that yellow a hair more, Tokarz might not have this shot available. But not an easy shot as well. It's one of those shots where there's no room for error. You can see that's what Travis sees from the hack. Probably about half the rock. I'm expecting looks like backline weight with that room. Travis Tokarz, last rock in first end, facing pressure early here against Shutra. Aaron's on it. Got to keep this one straight. Got to get it by the guard. Aaron digging. He's got to get it by, and he ticks the top one. And we'll roll right through the house. Stuff on the back, but leave yellow sitting 3 with an open draw to more than full 12 for 4 for Shutra here in the first. definitely didn't seem like the weight was light. He ticked the guard and still ended up running it all the way through back line. Would have went through if he didn't hit that other rock. So weight wasn't the issue, whether it was, not enough room given, or whether he just didn't get out to the stick. Shutra with an open draw, pretty much for 4 in the first end. Walden cleaning it. Now he's off of it. Both sweepers are watching. Give him the arm. Looks like it's okay. And 4 for Shutra in the first end here against Tokarz.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting 10-fold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
Well, not the start Tokarz was looking for at all, as he gives up 4 to Shutra in the first end here in Martensville at the Saskatchewan Mixed Provincials. Shutra's lead, Debbie Lazinski with a nice draw on her first one, looking to put one out in front on this one as well. Sweeper's not touching this one, not even cleaning it. But same weight as her first, and 2 rocks in the 4-foot there for Debbie.
We're just going top order. Okay, then just go top.
Tokar's lead is Kaylee Popowich. You can see might be slightly hidden in the top right side of your screen there. There's a red corner from her first one. Kind of blends in with the rock logo there. Looking to draw around. Even if you end up light as another corner guard, that is okay, just as long as it is undercover. Sweeper's working a bit. This one is moving a lot, and it's going to poke well out on the other side. It'll give Trevor Walden an open hit here. Try and roll it back 4. Any rock in the 4-foot up 4 is good for future here.
Try to get her like a little bit closer.
Looking to roll to the 4-foot, maybe he'll just catch the outer half. Just get rid of the rock, that's good too. Don't know how much they were playing for the roll because that was quite a bit of weight. Tokarz now calling for another draw here. The second Aaron Verbeem, brother-in-law to Travis. Aaron's wife, Brooke, picks up the sweep. Brooke on the left, Kaylee on the right. Gotta make sure this one sits under cover. The last one over curled. Goes behind T-line. Shutra taking it now all the way to back 12. And we'll poke out a quarter or a third of a rock on the left-hand side. Yellow's still sitting at 2. He'll just take the corner guard out of play. That is Tokarz, his best rock. Holden just called for the simple peel. Not a curl though. This one is going to run right by everything. Tokarz catches a break. He'll be able to hopefully suck another one around there. Will be Aaron Verbeem. Just a little less weight than his last one. Try and keep this one above the tee line.
Just this a little bit higher. I don't hate that.
Brooke just cleaning it out of the hand. Now she is off of it. Both sweepers are not watching this one. This one's going to have to sit down. Kaylee comes in to make it curl. Make it curl. And we'll sit just above the tee line.
Line's good, just clean, line's good.
We'll be able to see about half of it from the hat, at most. Playing a nice out-turn, easy weight hit here. Just trying to chisel it out. Jill Shoemace first in the second end. Walden picks it up early, now he's called off. They make contact, and Tokarz taking it behind the tee line. And will sweep it to third shot, leaving yellow sitting 1, 2, and 4. Red is third shot again. Travis calling for the jaw around the corner guard. See if they can get the line and weight right here on Kaylee's second. They had the right weight but the wrong line. Aaron's second. Aaron's first. They had the right line but wrong weight. And he had the right weight and the wrong line. How can they line it up perfectly with the right weight? Calling the hit here. Okay, leaves yellow sitting 1. But is there an easy way to get that red? Aaron's looking at it. If he hits, it's obviously making contact with that left yellow because it's coming straight back onto the other yellow is what he's looking at. Looks like you think it does. He might catch the right hand side and roll out, but then you also got the other red as well. The rest of the team coming down to look at the angle, help Aaron out here. It's always good to have extra eyes to make sure they're seeing what you're seeing. Looks like they will be playing the hit anyway. Jill Shumay's second rock. The second here. Looking to make some yellows. Pardon me, some reds go away. Trevor jumping on this one early, right out of the hand. Start to finish. Hasn't looked up, makes contact with the red, hits the yellow, hits the other red, and will jam one of the reds and then roll. It's the shooter top 8. Looks like it's close between the other two rocks in the back. Well, Travis taking a look multiple times. Regardless, hitting the rolls to call either way. Brooke Verbeam's last rock. Second end. Needs the nice hit and roll. And we'll roll the opposite way. Which, if red is shot out of those back ones, that's not a bad spot to roll. Not sure if that's the weight that they wanted to play for just a small hit roll. Aaron Shutra looks like it's yellow, he says. Aaron now gonna just play the hit and roll it back into the 4-foot.
Line's good. A little bit of room right now. Line's good. Do it. Curl if you're bouncing.
Schuster's first in the second end. And the hit and roll. Left the out turn here. Walden takes over on the sweep. You gotta hold this one straight. You gotta avoid the jam on the back one. He sweeps it, ticks the back one, and loses the red as well, along with his yellow, leaving yellow sitting 1. And Tokarz his second shot with a hit to sit 2 here. Tokarz trying to nose this one. Would make the Shutra's double in return as long as possible. Anything closer to the 4-foot is going to be a smaller double and easier in that case for Shutra's last rock. Travis taking his out turn here from the righty hack. Kaylee on the right, trying to knife this one to curl. Trying to curl this up to nose. He's working on it. But will it stick? Trying to let it spin back, and it does hang on as a biter. Good sweep there by Kaylee. Just enough to hang on to lie 2. And that is as far apart as the double opportunity as you'll see. That Shutra won't even look at it. He'll just play the back one here. If he can roll under cover, requires Travis to make a nice touch shot on his last to get his multiple score with hammer. Schutra's last in the second end, looking to hit and roll under the corner guard. Walden picks it up right out of the hand. This one is moving. Is he even going to get a piece? Is he even going to get a piece? Gotta go. And they will run it right by. Right out of the hand, they had to go on that one. And a free gift for Tokarz here when they look like they will be getting forced from the entire end. And opens out of the house for 3 after giving up 4 in the first end.
I was with you.
for Skip to get the opportunity to throw open draws like this early in the game to get the feel right of the weight. He only needs to hit the 12-foot, but you always want to put it on the button just to give the skipper his confidence. Aaron and Kaylee just dusting this in. Aaron just dusting it into the full 8. They'll bite the 4-foot, and that'll be a score of 3 for Tokarz in the second end. Shutra now leading 4-3. Will take hammer going into the third end.
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
Welcome back to Martensville. We got a game on our hands. Tokarz takes 3 in the second end to go down 1 after giving up a big score of 4 in the first to Shutra. Shutra now has hammer. Kaylee Popowich, the lead of Tokarz, looking to play the freeze here after Deb Lazinski went about half a rock too deep. Kaylee goes half on the 4-foot. Yellow remains 1. Still a good shot. Lazinski asked to freeze on top of the red rock. On half of it, keep that angle so that they can hit it and run it by the other yellow later in the end. Walden jumps over to the other side to have it curl. Weight looks good here, just don't know if it's going to curl over. It will, and chisel off just a bit. Good shot there by Debbie. Tokarz will ask brother-in-law Aaron Verbeem to do the same thing that Debbie just did. Even if you throw T-line weight and get to the nose of that yellow, you'll chisel it just enough to keep a good angle for the red rocks, Team Tokarz. Kaylee behind the rock, just going to jump over to help it curl. This one definitely has enough weight to run it by everything. And Shutra will sweep it all the way to bite the back of the 12. So a little bit too much weight there by Aaron. Worst case, you wanted to make contact with that yellow on the nose. If that's the weight they wanted to throw, then that might have been too much stick. Shutra's second. Trevor Wolded. Just going to pile up their rocks here in the house. They're up one with hammer. Sweeper's being called off early, as this one looks like it is wide. And it might have lots of weight as well. As they haven't laid a broom to this, they're just going to watch it. Tokarz is just going to lightly dust it through the rings. So back-to-back heavy throws by both teams there. Nothing has changed. Aaron's second. Looks like a little less ice than his first one. Only needs slightly less weight. Don't need to double correct. Kaylee hops in on the right-hand side. Now Brooke on the left hand, making it curl. Try and get this one up to nose as best they can. Couple late strokes, a little knife, and a perfect freeze there by Aaron Verbeek. Nice bounce back after his first. A really nice judge by the sweepers, Kaylee and Brooke. Making sure they curl that just enough to get up to nose. Now with hammer shoot, just trying to open it up to make sure he will get his score. Just playing the keel here is Walden on his second. We'll run it back, catch one of the yellows, and leave the guard right in front. Not sure if they were trying to catch it on the high side and drive it by and clip it, but he ends up stuffing on the nose here. Still sitting shot, but now you have 3 reds in the rings, and 2 of them are above T-line in a good spot. Travis trying to promote that 4-foot red tapping on the nose, throws into the yellow here, I would imagine. Verbeek here in the third end. Aaron taking over early. This one looks like it is trouble. This is going to overcurl quite a bit. Same weight as that other yellow guard. Although she... Yes, if they curled that a hair more knowing that the shot was still missed, I don't think Shutra has the red double anymore, but they do have the hit and roll off of it. As you can see, that's what Jill Shumay can see from the hack. So just a nice control weight, hit and roll. See if you can get an angle on that red. Shumay here in the third end, the first rock. Trevor jumps over to make it curl. He's got to go all the way. This one is hanging out there, and it will just barely tick the red, and the shooter will roll out. Still leaving yellow shot, but now that red is another quarter rock more buried. Whether that was too much weight, or too much broom, or too much set, those are the things you have to talk about as a team after a shot like that, because you don't want one person thinking it was something else and they take less ice, but then the thrower throws less set, and now it's going to curl even more because you double corrected. Brook for beams, last rock, in the third end. Looking to make a nice one here and really add some pressure to Team Shutra. Aaron knifing this one over. This has got a long way to go. Now Kaylee's on it. Aaron got it moving pretty good. And how much will it tap it back? All the way to back 4. They hit that a little thinner. If they had Kaylee on that, they would have rolled it, tapped it right to that yellow frozen. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication there. Those are the shots where whoever's not sweeping is supposed to look up and judge the weight and let the skip know. The sweeper with the head down, their job is just to sweep when told, and the other one's supposed to communicate. Jill's last rock here in the third. Looking for the draw to get through. Ticks the one red. Now the left side is a little more open. The left side, if you're looking at the left screen there. Few ways you can get in there. You can play the hit onto, right onto the button. You can play the double. If you want to lose the yellow, you'll be sitting 3. And if you really wanted, the draw is possible. But I'd be tempted to play the in off and line 3 here. In worst case, if you hit it a little too thick, you will undercover them all. Lots of room by the guard there. Looks like he's playing the intern. Tokarz with a nice comeback win last night. After losing to Shutra in draw 1 yesterday, Shutra taking that one 7-2. Tokarz already with more than 2 points in this game. After his first in with hammers for 3 in the second. Here's his first rock, the third end. Sweepers are on it. What a shot by Travis. Sits 3, buried. Well thrown rock by Tokarz. Now what does Shutra have? Doesn't look like much. You got those 2 guards and no hole between the 2. He's going to have to run this back and hit the red straight back onto the yellow and stuff on the red on the button. Really nice throw by Travis. Leave Shutra with a difficult one here. Aaron Shutra's last rock, first rock in the third end. Trevor Walden on the left, Deb Blazinski on the right. Trevor picks it up right out of the hand. He's going all the way. Gotta make contact in the house. We'll hit 7-8 slow and run it by everything, exposing most of that yellow in top 8. Travis immediately calling for the guard. Discussing the best placement for it. Anywhere in front of that yellow. Ideally not too tight. If it's going to be wide open, then he's got the run again. 2.5, 3 guard. Right in front is what I would be calling. Every team has different zones for guards. We use the 3 zone, 1 guard just over the hog line, 2 halfway and 3 tight, and then we'll also use 1.5, 2.5, and 3.5 would be super tight. I know some teams use a 5 for a guard zone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 based off the depth. Travis's last rock of the third end. These are the shots where, more cases than not, you will see over curl, because you can show, you don't want to show air in the left side of that yellow, so you can tap that in. Obviously, depending on line, you want to be on the left side of that yellow. And the sweeper's just watching it come down. It should sit, and it does. Very nice shot by Travis. Perfect guard after his double on his first rock to still lie 3. I think the best Aaron can do here is draw to the side button and give up a steal of 1. Best case scenario. Just needs to be slightly better than full 4. Shutra's last rock in the third end. Not what he was hoping to be looking at, but he is regardless. Walden was dusting now. He's just watching it. Both sweepers have laid off of it. Tokarz ready to sweep it. Hits the tee line. Tokarz takes the sweep and rolls out of the 4-foot, and will be a steal of 3 for Team Travis Tokarz. 6-4, Tokarz after 3.
Who knew after 20 years in real estate I'd have to make silly videos for Instagram and come out behind a tree?
Stu, we need to do this stuff.
Why can't I just door knock into open houses like I did in the old days?
That doesn't work anymore.
Okay, so it's because I'm sitting here behind a tree. Come use us for real estate.
Alright, real talk for a second. If your snack situation hasn't changed in years, maybe it's time for an upgrade. The Chocolate Lab makes legit chocolate that's worth paying attention to. That's it. Back to whatever you were doing.
Welcome back. 4th end of action here in Martensville for the Saskatchewan Mixed Provincials. Wild start. Started with a score of 4 for Shutra. Tokarz comes back with a nice 3-ball and then ends up stealing 3 by a beautiful double on Travis's first rock. And it is now 6-4, Shutra with hammer. As Kaylee Popowich puts up the guard and draws around. Obviously, you want those on the center line. In an ideal world, with the no tick rule in effect, only if the rock is touching the center line. And also went a little deep with her draw there. Debbie Lazinski with a nice corner guard on her first one. Nice and tight with this much curl and swing. You want your guards about that tight. Makes the chase much more difficult for Team Tokarz. Trevor Walden now carving it over. And 2 beauties there by Debbie. Sets the end up perfectly. You can draw this one top 4 here. Shutra's going to have to move some rocks around. Aaron Verbeem. First rock at the 4th end. As Kaylee Popowich takes it right out of the hand and is called off. Both sweepers just watching it. Kaylee picks it up now again. You want to get this one top 4. Travis coming up now to help. He'll go top 12, leaving red sitting just the 1. A little bit more sweep. Would have had it curl a little bit more, but Shutra now has the hit and roll he is calling. By Trevor Walden. This one is moving quite a bit. They are on the sweep, trying to get the roll under the guard. And it will be short of the guard, edge on edge with the corner guard. Looks like there'll be a double and roll in return for Aaron Verbeem. Aaron's second rock here. Picked up by his wife, Brooke. This one is trouble all day on the corner guard. Missed opportunity there by Aaron. You make that roll, Shutra's looking at trouble yet again. Don't think he quite got to the brim on that one, as that was trouble right from the start. But Shutra does have hammer, so you can look at it, at least they don't have their corner guard up anymore. Trevor Walden looking at the hack weight hit stick. As you can see, there's a red guard at the top of your screen that they have to worry about. They're on this most of the way, gets it by the guard. What a sweep. Curl it up. Hang in the 4-foot. Hangs up on the 8-foot. Bite the back of the 12. Nice swept rock there. Once they sweep it to by. Sweep it to get it by, and then curl after that. Shutra sitting 3 now.
Mine's great.
Now Brooke Verbeem looking to make some yellows go away. With the intern hit, Kaylee Popowich takes this right out of the hand. And a good sweep there by Kaylee, and a nice shot by Brooke makes 2 yellows go away and rolls edge on edge with Kaylee's center guard. Great throw by Brooke Verbeem. Jill Shumay, chance to hit and roll again with Tokarz sitting shot rock. And Trevor picks this one up early as well. So far he has swept quite a bit of rocks. Now Debbie is coming in. Make it curl, gets to nose. And a good shot there. Jill Shumay. Tokarz should be able to get the double and roll under the guard. 7/8 on the, depends on what screen. If you're looking at the left screen, 7/8 on the right-hand side should get the double and roll. Can Tokarz make it 2 doubles and 2 throws? Keely Popovich. Sweeper hit. Hit the first yellow and stuff it on the back one. And the shooter will just hang on. We'll make 1 yellow go away, but stuff the other one and roll the shooter, leaving Shutra sitting 1. Not far off on that one. Just stuffed it dead. Jill Shumei being asked to just draw around that guard. And leave Shutra lying 2 as he is looking to get his deuce back with Hammer to tie this game up. Please pick it up early. Now they are off it. Looks like it's got lots of room here. Now Aaron comes up, knifing it over. Trying to keep it above T-line, and it will. Looks like it's 3/4 open though, as Aaron almost falls over. So now Travis is going to try to get as much as he can, overroll that yellow and see if he can stick it underneath his red while losing the yellow as well. Tokarz throwing the return hit. Keely Popovich on the sweep. Now Aaron coming in knifing, trying to get this to curl. Back to Keely, keeping it straight. Looks like they're going to play the roll on top of the other yellow. Aaron rolling it over. And a nice shot there by Travis. Rolling it right there. Now Shutra cannot hit and roll under the guard, obviously, as that red is going to stuff on the back yellow. Good call there by Tokarz. Shutra going to try and roll away, and that'll leave Travis with a double attempt. Back and forth game so far in the first half of this one. Again, Shutra beat Tokarz 7-2 in game 1 of yesterday. Shutra's first rock of the 4th end. Looking for the hit and roll to the wing. Walden is on and out of the hand yet again. You gotta try and hit this high side. Worst case, you gotta hold it onto the nose. Full sweep. Just runs it by the back one. What a sweep there by Trevor Walden, who's been used quite heavily here so far in the first 4 ends of this game. Nose hit for Travis will leave red sitting 2. So we got the red there biting over on the side. As you can see, 4 sheets here in Martensville. All the sheets are used up right now. Some updates. Sheet A. Sheet 2, Meacham versus Springer. It is 4-3 for Springer after 3. Sheet 1 is Critton tied with Hartung 3-3. And then on the sheet there, Hall is at 0 and Ackerman at 2 playing the 3rd. As Travis will run that by, leaving Shutra with an open draw. Open draw for 2 to tie. Lefty out turn here in Shutra, last rock of the fourth end. Just needs half 12 foot here. Sweeper's just dusting it in there. Walden keeping his berm down, making sure it doesn't grab anything. And a nice draw there by Aaron. Bites a 4 foot score of 2. And we have a 6-6 game going into the fourth end break.
Yes, yes.
Curl in.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh boy.
Just tour room, lights good. I'm seeing like half the rock. Half the rock's close.
Phil, let's do this turn. Sorry, let's go over this. No. Just a 3.
And turn draw to the button if he misses.
Inside edge of letters, I think. No, you're right.
Good.
here for the second half of this back and forth game between Tokarz and Shutra. 4 ends to go as these games are only 8 ends. Tied 6-6 in the high scoring affair between a rematch of draw 1. Tokarz now with last rock. Shutra got his deuce in the 4th end. And the guard goes up by Debbie Lazinski. Perfectly on the center line. Kaylee now trying to draw around top 4. Aaron Verbeem with a couple licks there. Now they are just watching it. Settle top button. T-line. Over curled a bit, but it does remain on T-line. Deb Lazinski's second rock here. Curling a wonderful 96% after the first 4 ends. She just does not miss. The perfect guard here on the first rock. Looking to freeze on this one. And there you go. Another beautiful draw there by Debbie. Haley Popowich, her second rock. Trying to freeze on the nose of Debbie's yellow. Aaron picking it up early again. Not really sweeping, just more cleaning. Husband and wife duo on the broom. Now they are picking it up a bit. Aaron on the inside. Try and freeze this one if you can. Line looks really good. And a pretty good shot there by Kaylee. Frozen would have been perfect, but that's not a problem being right there as well. Good setup here by both teams. Trevor Walden's first rock. Sweepers out of the hand, don't touch it. Now they lay a broom down to it. They are just watching this one. Looking to play freeze on the red to create an angle. You might want to play on the yellow one now. A little bit of late licks here, get it by the red. Just barely ticks it. And rolls even with their other yellow. Looks like they were caught in between. They knew they were heavy, but if you sweep it by, what kind of angle do you leave if you miss that red? Looks like the Tokarz is playing a heavy draw. Hit that right red, or right yellow, and freeze right on top of top button yellow. Brooke for beam. Will make contact. Some camera troubles there. Leaves yellow sitting 1, I believe, with red second and 4th. But the good news for Team Tokarz is both of their reds are above T-line. Can be promoted up to create better angles if needed. Trevor Walden's second rock. Looking to make the angles in favor of Team Shutra. This one coming in nicely with the curl. Hits the red, frozen onto the back four yellow. Red is now shot rock. That yellow fighting the top four is in a good spot. Travis looking over the options of what there is to play. That's what Aaron can see from the hack. Travis's first call was to tap up that red frozen. Since that back button red is still a few shots away from going anywhere. And the rest of the team will come down to take a look. Brooke and Kaylee coming down, looking at the angles. Still a few shots away from removing that red. If you are playing the tap on the red, you gotta be careful what your shooter is doing. You always gotta look at what you are leaving your opponent. As you can see, there are time clocks here, as this is a provincial event. Each team has one timeout in 8 ends of curling. For those of you who don't know how the time clock works, as soon as the other rock, your opponent's rock, stops, your clock starts until you slide and your rock hits the T line that you are sliding in right there. Their clock will stop, and now no clocks would be running until this one stops, and then Shutra's clock will take over by our lovely volunteers at Curl Sask. Looks like they elected to play the tap up here is Aaron Verbeam. They're trying to carve this one over. Kaylee digging in, get a piece of the red, and they will push it under cover. Red sitting 2 now, as he moved it in just enough. Did he leave anything off of that red though? There's a few ways you can play half a rock and push that top 4 red straight sideways. Catch it a little thin. Should be able to jam on the back button one, but you want to keep your rocks above the T-line. So playing off those even reds looks like that's the play, and you keep yellow right there. Jill Shumay's first rock of the 5th end, curling 75% after 4 ends of play. Looking for the double. Trevor Walden was on it now, he's off of it. This one looks like it's close. Hits the one, pushes the other red over, and rolls deep into the button to lie shot, potentially. Really nice throw there by Jill. Let's see if we can see who shot rock. Not that it really matters at the moment, but that looks pretty close. Although if Brooke can tap that up, tap that yellow back, red will be able to lie 2 right on the button. So a good shot there by Jill. Little unlucky with rolling it that deep. Brooke Verbeam, sister of Travis. Husband to the second, Aaron. This one's going to have a long way to come in. This one has a lot of weight on it. And that's just going to sail through for Brooke. Tokarz with last rock in this fifth end. Shutra's just going to clog up the middle now. Make it a difficult score. Or at least a difficult score of multiple in that case. Shumei with her second rock of the fifth end. Picked up by Trevor Walden. He's jumping over, switches his broom to the knifing action. Try and get some curl without adding too much speed. Trying to make this one move on. See if he can get as close to the center line as he can. And a great sweep there by Trevor Walden. Not much room. That frozen yellow ain't going anywhere now. Beautiful shot. Credit to the sweepers as well. Tokarz can nose that back, and he'll be sitting one and frozen on that other yellow. Try and get a hair on the right-hand side if you can keep that angle so that Shutra can't tap it back. Brooks last rock, fifth end. Aaron picking it up right away. They're going to have to get this one by the guard. I don't think it's going to. It's a healthy amount of that guard, rolls it in. So two unfortunate misses there from Brooke. Now Shutra's got to decide what the best play is here. Still not sure who shot rock. Thought it would have been moved by now. Looks like I'd be playing that tap up of the top yellow, just biting the 4-footer and tap it frozen onto the red on the back tee line there. Don't think any of those yellows in that pocket would be going anywhere. With Tokarz only having 2 rocks remaining, he's going to have to move some with his first. Aaron Shutra, the lefty, first rock of the fifth end, curling 60% after 4. Looking to add some pressure here to Team Tokarz. And there you have Trevor Walden picking up the sweep early again. He's really trying to hold this one straight, and it is starting to bend. Now Debbie helping along, trying to get some extra weight here. They will tap it. And they will just get into the 4-foot and roll their shooter over. Weight was good there, just a little bit too much curl. Now what does Tokarz have? Lots of yellows at the way there. Looking at what he can do to leave him a shot on his last. 2 shots to come for Tokarz, 1 shot for Shutra. Looks like they have elected the hit and stick, and hit these 3 yellows here in the middle, lose the one on the tee line, and red will be sitting 1 after. But it might leave Shutra a similar shot to tap up his yellow again frozen. Travis Tokarz in his first ruck in the 5th end. 72% after 4 ends of play for Travis. Looking to create a good angle here and become shot rock after this. We're hitting stick, unlock all the yellows, leaves red sitting with 1. Might have done a good job at not creating the easiest promotion of the yellow there for Shutra. I think that worked out pretty good. Red now lying 1, we know that for sure. Aaron has a couple options on how to get a yellow in there if he wants. If Aaron doesn't throw, I don't think that Travis has a shot for multiple here. So I think Shutra just might be throwing up a guard. And I think we'll end up seeing Travis throw this one away. Alden picking this one up early again. Now he's just dusting it. Just cleaning. Jill Shumay already walking away. Doesn't matter where this one goes, but he makes it perfect anyways. And now Tokarz is seeing if there's some sort of possible in-off. If he could chisel that red sideways. See if it can somehow poke through the hole. If that yellow top 4 on the right hand side can hit high enough on the top button when it'll spin up is what they're looking at. But I think you need some good weight to roll it there. If you think this shot has no harm, you might as well try it. You just don't want to move your back button red as there's a lot of yellow surrounding it. I think that yellow beside the red is slightly too deep for this to be possible. If it was a quarter rock higher, it might be there. Looks like Travis is going to give it a go anyway and see how well I know my angles. Gonna need some speed on this. Catch this one as thin as you can. A quarter at most. Travis explaining to Kaylee what the plan is. Not the easiest of options here, if even there at all. Last rock. 5th end, looking for a nice, beautiful shot here is Tokarz. This one has to curl. You do have to hit this red really thin, but he's going to hit the yellow. And what's going to happen? Oh, almost promotes the yellow, but a score of 1 for Tokarz. We'll take a 7-6 lead after 5.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting 10-fold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
Well, in a game that has been back and forth, full of multiple scores, we have our first force. Travis Tokarz forced to 1 in the 5th end, now leading 7-6, giving Shutra the last rock in the now important even ends of an 8-end game. Debbie Lazinski lead here for Aaron Shutra, curling an outstanding game. Nice corner guard, and buries one around. Ideally would like that a little deeper, but it's under cover of the corner guard. Another very nice end from Debbie. Tokarz's second, brother-in-law, Aaron Verbeem. Kaylee Popowich on the broom. Got to avoid the yellow corner they do. This one has a little bit of extra weight to it. Shutra now sweeping it behind the tee line. A couple strokes there and it will settle, just fighting the back 12, leaving red flying 2 at the moment, but none of them in that great of a spot. Shutra calling for the hit and roll from Trevor Walden, who's been used quite heavily on the sweeping there today. That's what he's there for. Looking for the hit and roll. And you make it perfect. Nice shot there by Trevor Walden. Red sitting 1, but all the way at the back of the house. I was looking to peel the corner. Looking to play it onto the red as well. Could also try and play the run back as well. The balls are close together. I was wondering if I should play this here.
What do you like?
That could potentially have some risk if you obviously jam it all the way back on your one in the back of the house. You're going to give it a try anyways here. Kaylee takes on the rock, holding it straight, try and catch the yellow at the top of the house, and drive it through both, missing both of the rocks in the house. Missed it by just a hair on either side, but gets rid of the corner, which was job number 1, exposing that yellow there.
Yep, yes! Hard! Whoop.
Trevor Walden looking to have Shutra sitting 3 after this shot, playing a nice halfway out turn hit on the back 8 red. Sweepers picking this one up early. This one is going to be all over the front. We'll tick the red, roll it over to the side yellow, and the shooter will spill in as well. Leaving yellow sitting 1, and red sitting 2 and 3. So right away early, that rock was looking like it wasn't going to get by, and unfortunately the sweepers could not back that one up. Brooke Verveem looking for the hit and stick here. Trying for the double, gets the one, hits the other one, and rolls the shooter out. Red still sitting first and second. Some more updates from the draws that are being played here today. Meacham Springer tied at 5 in the 6th end. And so was Critton and Hartung tied at 5 in the 6th end. And Ackerman up 3-1 on Hall in the 6th end. Hall with last rock. Jill Shumay, her first rock in the 6th end. Hitting red. Does it get the double? Just runs it by the back one, but hangs her shooter on the corner on top of the other yellow. Brooke Verveem, excuse me, used to be Brooke Tokarz. Her last rock in the 6th end. Need to hit and roll, lose a couple yellows, and Y2 after this shot. Her intern picked up by Kaylee right out of the hand. We're going to be sweeping this from start to finish. Trying to hold the line there. Watch where this rolls onto the other yellow. Does she have the triple? Hits the yellow and sweeps it out. What a shot there by Brooke. And what a sweep by Kaylee to keep that there. Red now sitting 2, with yellow having last rock. Jill Shumay with her last rock in the 6th end, looking for the hit and roll on top of the red on the nice control weight. Trevor Walden trying to hold this one, and he does hold it quite well, and the nice roll there by Jill. Tokarz trying to play the hit and roll and get as much separation of the reds as possible to avoid an easier double by Shutra. Travis with the out turn. Looks like they're going to try and hit and roll. Far over to the left. That's the plan. Aaron taking over on the sweep. Trying to hold this one. Try and hit 3/4 of a rock. This one is moving quite a bit. Aaron's going to have to hold this. Get a piece of it. And the shooter will roll as well. Some overcurl there by Travis. Aaron just couldn't quite hold it enough. Travis, who is shooting quite the game so far. With an unfortunate one there. They're checking to see if that yellow biter is in. From here, I am not sure. From this view, I would say it's not. There you can see the scoreboards from sheet 2 and sheet 4. And you can see that on our sheet, both teams have just over 8 minutes remaining to play ends 7 and 8, as well as the last skip rocks of the 6th. Shutra's first rock. With the all-important hammer in even ends of an 8-end game. Walden now, trying to hold this one straight, freeze it on the red. And wow, what a shot. Just welds it on there. Travis can either nose it back, or you can try and blow it up and lose that yellow, but that is as perfect as a freeze as you might ever see. So it looks like he's just playing the hit and stick. If he hits and sticks, he'll be frozen on the nose. And Shutra will have either a nose hit back for one or a draw, or try and blow it up for the blank. Tokarz, last rock of the 6th end. No room for error here. It has to be dead nose, or it should be a score of 2 for Shutra. Okay, they try to carve this over. Hits it right on the nose. Back-to-back beauties from the skips here in the 6th end. But a half or a quarter rock. Shutra should be able to get the blank. Nice throw there by Travis. Shutra wasting no time. Going right to the hack. Just has to hit anything on the left-hand side of that red. Quarter rock should do it. Looking for the blank. Walden right out of the hand. Called for the sweep again. You got to hit this one thin. He's working. Don't let it cross the center line. Now he's cleaning it. And away they go with ease. Nice sweep there by Trevor Walden, and Aaron Shutra gets the blank. Keeps hammer going into the 7th end. 2 ends to go. 7-6. Tokarz.
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
Like a foot more.
Welcome back to the Martensville Curling Club. Shutra, last rock down 1 with 2 ends to go. And I think we just saw the very first miss from Debbie all game as her corner guard. Just goes into the rings. And Kaylee Popovich now making the hit. And will she roll it under cover? Almost, but what a good shot there by Kaylee. Now Debbie looking for the hit in return. Walden yet again on the sweep. Just gets it by. And makes the hit and stick. Just goes to show important lead rocks there. If that red was touching the center line, that shot wouldn't have been possible and wouldn't have even be allowed to tick it. But that red was off the center line, leaving that shot available. Aaron Verbeen now. Kaylee on the broom. Got to get this one by. She's got to dig hard for this one. This one is moving quite a bit, and it looks like it is going to tick the red. But are they able to roll their shooter in? They are. If it sticks, Shutra's trying to sweep it out. And it will hang on in the back of the rings there. Shutra looking to score 2 or more or get the blank here. If he hits and rolls out, Tokarz probably going to hit return. It is going to be a blank end. Trevor Walden looking for the hit here. Sweeping it all the way. Gonna get to nose and stick there. Yellow is now sitting 2. They're playing the intern yet. Try and roll it towards the yellow there. Looks like Tokarz is going to be happy with the blank. As he has stolen 3 points in this game so far, and they all came in the 3rd end. He'll make the hit. A little too thin, and roll out. Now Shutra's looking to score 2, minimum. Going to draw around what is now a high corner guard after Aaron ticked it over there on his first. Now Brooke Verbeam looking to chase that yellow there. Aaron on the sweep trying to card this over. You gotta at least get the yellow out, and they will, and they'll lose their shooter. Yellow's still sitting, no one. Jill Shume trying to play the draw around the corner, curling 75% after 6 ends of play. A nice game from her. Trevor Walden on the sweep again. Line looks really good. You just want to be top 8 at the deepest. And it will sit just above the tee line there. Nice draw by Jill. Dead buried. Travis now calling for Sister Brooke to play the freeze on top of Jill's yellow rock on the left side of your screen. Brooke's last rock in the 7th end. Kaylee Popowich on the inside on your right-hand side. Gotta lock this one on. Keep the angle good. Don't want to bounce off. You might see Aaron here try and knife it over. Looks pretty close. Small bump, but undercover. Nice shot from Brooke Tokarz. Brooke Verbeam. It's not Tokarz anymore. That was a much-needed shot too, 7th end. Third's last rock. Now is not the time to be missing. She executes it to almost perfection. Brooke Verbeam. Jill Shume's turn, looking to play the out-turn chase. Maybe chip that red open. That is quite the high guard, and with the curl you get here in Martensville, James does wonderful ice getting curl. So that red is dead buried, but they're going to chase it, going wide here with the out turn. Trevor Walden. Got to get it by the top one. They do. He's remaining on it, trying to avoid the jam of the other yellow. And Shutra now will try and sweep it through. And a very nice shot by Jill. Sometimes those are tough to throw when you're looking in the hack and it's dead buried and you can't see anything. A wonderful sweep by Trevor there and a good throw by Jill. Yellow sitting 3 with last rock in the 7th. Shade low here. Double opportunity for Tokarz. Travis would be more than happy, especially now giving Shutra 2 points. And then he'll be down 1 with hammer in the last end. Kaylee's on this one. This has got to curl. This has got to really move. He'll catch a piece of the top one. Aaron trying to sweep it out. Sweep it out. It's got a lot of spin. Will it go out of the rings? And it spins back a hair and hangs on for a biter. Shutra sitting 3 with last rock in the 7th. Unfortunate there for Travis. Probably a little too much action on the release with the up weight hit. Shutra going to draw one around here, and you might see all or nothing for Tokarz, maybe trying to play a freeze or draws way out of this. See where it ends up. There is that yellow double at the right-hand side of the rings there. If Travis wants to give up 3 and go down 7-9, if he thinks that's going to be the best opportunity. Shutra's first rock in the 7th end, curling 60% after 6. Sweepers are not on this one. Walden goes in just to clean it, but now he is off of it, trying to keep this one above the other yellow, and it will. Line looks pretty good as well. Nice shot there by Aaron Shutra. Now line 4 rocks with last rock. Tokarz looking if he can play the freeze on the corner. If he does, he'll be shot rock and there's nothing Shutra can do. But obviously if you're light, yellow's probably going to be sitting at least 2, and if you bounce off, you cannot bounce off, as Shutra will have an open hit for 5. And that would probably be handshakes. So they're playing the freeze. If you make it, it is your best opportunity, best result. If you can go down and place a rock anywhere, this would be the shot. Now you need some communication here, because if you are a hair wide or a hair heavy, sweepers have to yell down for Brooke holding the broom, because you cannot just freeze the top one. If you just hair it, you can freeze the back one, because that'd be better than bouncing off. No room for error. Travis Tokarz, last rock of the 7th end, looking at 4 rocks from Aaron Shutra. Shutra with last rock. Tokarz trying to play the precise freeze. Kaylee's on the broom. Aaron's helping out. Trying to curl this one over now. You don't want to bounce. You just want to lock it on without bouncing. Tokarz plays the freeze, leaving yellow sitting 1, I believe. But what a shot from Travis. Putting the team on his back and saving them this end. Credit to the sweepers as well. It's definitely 1 yellow. Yep. Is there a shot? Calling their 1 timeout of the game. 1.5 minute timeout. Stops the clock for Shutra. He's looking if there's a way he can get multiple. Don't think he can come around the outside. He is a lefty, so that if anything does help him. One rock to come in the 7th end. Looks like he is going to try and play that lefty intern chase on that red. Yellow is shot right now. He could just draw for 2 and go down with last rock. Looks like both teams have a little over 4 minutes to play one in, which is definitely more than enough. Tokarz still has 1 timeout remaining. It's nice to have around 4 minutes per end. 4 is lots. Getting down around 3 or lower per end is not much, but with a timeout, it's definitely workable. Last rock, Shutra, 7th end. What can he find here? Already lying shot. Trevor Walden picking it up real early. You're going to have to hair this red guard, and they are off it now. He jumps over, knifing it, making it curl. This one looks close. Does he have enough weight to push it through? Hits it. And hits it right to the pin for a steal of 1 for Tokarz. That was a tough attempt by Shutra, but he decided to play it anyway. And it'll be a 2-point lead for Tokarz going into 8th end. Shutra with last rock.
Who knew after 20 years in real estate I'd have to make silly videos for Instagram and come out behind a tree?
Stu, we need to do this stuff.
Why can't I just door knock into open houses like I did in the old days?
That doesn't work anymore.
Okay, so it's because I'm sitting here behind a tree. Come use us for real estate.
All right, real talk for a second. If your snack situation hasn't changed in years, maybe it's time for an upgrade. The Chocolate Lab makes legit chocolate that's worth paying attention to. That's it. Back to whatever you were doing.
Welcome back to the eighth end of play here. Fix the scoreboard there on the bottom. Hopefully it'll update. Tokarz up 2. Shutra last rock. There we go, updated the scoreboard. Debbie Lazinski through the corner on the left-hand side of your screen there for her first rock. Looking to play the second corner now. Shutra needs 2 to tie and 3 to win. Another good shot there by Jill. Sorry, by Debbie. My mistake. Aaron Verbeam looking to play the draw around. Sweeper's watching it now. Look at the curl there. Look at the finish. Don't want to overbury this now. A little bit heavy, goes behind T-line. And just look at the finish on that rock. Goes all the way into the hole. A little bit heavy. Would like that one above T-line, but Shutra's now going to draw around the corner, put up by Debbie Luzinski, who is curling 93% today, the lead for Shutra. Unreal game. Trevor Walden playing the intern draw. Sweeper's not really touching it, jumping over to make it curl a little bit. Looks like it's going to be real close. And it is. Perfect shot there by Trevor. Aaron being asked to get rid of the corner guard that is guarding the one in the house. Intern peel, just make it go away and lose your shooter. Roll the red over, and it will be gone as well. Good shot there by Aaron to get rid of that corner guard. Trevor Walden's second rock in the 8th end. Looking to play the out-turn draw. Sweeper's picking it up out of his hand. Now they're just watching it. Line looks like it's going to be close. You got to set this one above T-line. And it's trying to stop. Travis is getting ready to sweep it. And it'll stop back of the T-line. Close to that red rock. Lock this one down now. Travis is looking pretty good for Team Tokarz. Probably just one rock too deep there for Walden. But it might be just good enough unless Brooke can lock this one on here. Brooke Verbeam growing 57% after 7 ends of play today. Sweepers not close on this one. They are just watching this one from a distance. And they have given up on this one as this one is just going to sail all the way through. Big miss there for Team Tokarz. Anything in front of that yellow would help them and prevent Shutra from drawing one on top of their other yellow here. Big shot here by Jill Shumay. Curling 80% after 7 ends of play here at the Martensville Curling Club. Sweeper's not really touching it. A little bit of cleaning. Now Trevor jumps over, switches his broom to the knife, trying to get this one to curl. Again, anything in front of this yellow is good. You do not want to be heavy here. You've got to try and get this to nose if you can. And it'll sit on half of the yellow. Travis can, freeze on the nose there, or a nose tap with back 4 weight. Set that angle up nice so that this next red can't go anywhere. Big shot by Brooke. Trying to rebound after her last throw. That went through the house. Kaylee on the outside. Trying to get this one in. And the Sweepers have backed off this one again. This one has to sit in front of the yellows. Now it's going to provide backing for those yellows. 2 big misses from Brooke here in the 8th end when it matters the most. Shutra going to try and get 3 rocks, all biting the button, leaving Tokarz with some big pressure shots. If Jill can make this one first. Walden jumps over to try and get it to curl, but he hasn't touched it yet. There he goes now. Sweeping it in. Oh, trying to go around the yellow now. All yellows biting the button. Only one of them on T-line, though. Travis looking to play the freeze. Brooks looking at who's going to be shot after. Yellow's going to be shot. Who's going to be second and third? I think he has to move it a hair. It's either that or come freeze the back button one. They're looking at Travis called the in off. That doesn't solve your problem. Aaron's just going to come down and tap that in lie 3 again. You got enough room by that top red. If you play the out turn draw with back 8 weight, give or take, right on the nose, just to unlock these back ones here, just so that your shooter stays on the nose. If you move these back yellows, you want to be second shot. Because if you just dead freeze right now, yellow's still sitting 3, and then how do you get at the red that you just threw? So you might even need a little bit more than back 8. Try and unlock the yellow and the red. Two minutes left on the clock with 2 rocks to go and 1 timeout as well for Tokarz. Well, last end, Travis played the freeze where there was no room for error, and he made it and got his steal, which is why he is up 2 now. Now he has another shot with no room for error, asking for less ice there. Sister Brooke holding the broom. Travis Tokarz curling 68% after 7 ends of play in Martensville. Brooke saying there's lots of room. You're going to have to curl this up to nose. Kaylee's getting ready for when she's called on to sweep. Wait, looks like it's close. Kaylee now trying to carve this one over. Get as close to nose as possible. And will sit 3/4 on the yellow. How many is yellow sitting now, though? Shutra taking a real good look. Yellow 1 for sure, 2 for sure. And I'm going to say red is 3rd. I'm just flipping a coin and guessing, though. Nice shot there by Travis. Now, if he needed, he could tap that up right now, unless something changes, obviously, with Aaron's shot coming up. Shutra with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. No timeouts remaining. They use their 1 timeout in the 7th end. All shots have to be thrown before time runs out. Looks like they have their mind made up. That's really close on who shot on the red and yellow. Looks like red is second shot. That was a great sweep by Kaylee. That thing was out there. Then the last half of the sweep, Aaron comes in to help. Taps it up. Shutra with 55 seconds to go and no timeout. Looking to slash this yellow, push that red straight sideways. And if nothing gets disturbed at the back, there'll be 3, maybe even 4 yellows biting the button after this shot. So that was a nice shot by Travis, but he's leaves Shutra this, which is an incredibly thin shot there. Shutra, last ruck in the 8th end, needs at least 2 to tie. Nudge this yellow really thin, on off, clips it, hits the shooter, rolls the yellow, and that is 3 for yellow. What a shot there by Shutra. Shutra will win this one 9-8 in a back and forth game. Skips came shooting, especially in the second half. What a game to watch. That'll put Tokarz at 2 losses, at 1-2, and Shutra will go to 2-1. Thank you for joining us here, watching live on Curling Zone, or if you're at the Martensville Curling Club. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.
Hey Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!